Tractors banned. Farmers descend on London. London's streets were filled with the sound of discontent today as thousands of farmers marched through the capital. They came from every corner of the country, their message clear: no more. The immediate cause of their anger? A proposed inheritance tax on agricultural land. The government calls it a necessary measure. Farmers call it a death knell. One thing is for certain, these farmers aren't backing down without a fight. This isn't the first time farmers have made their voices heard. Just last month, hundreds of tractors brought Westminster to a standstill. The government, it seems, wasn't listening. So today, the farmers are back. This time, they're armed with determination and a mountain of pancakes. They're calling it the Pancake Day Rally. A reminder that without investment, there will be no harvest. No food on the table, just empty plates. The inheritance tax, a tax too far. At the heart of this protest is a proposed 20% inheritance tax on agricultural land and businesses valued over £1 million. Set to be introduced next year, it has sent shockwaves through the farming community. The government argues that it's a necessary step to address the UK's budget deficit. A drop in the ocean, some might say. But for farmers, it's a tidal wave. The government insists that 3/4 of estates will remain exempt. They say that others can pay the tax over 10 years, interest-free, but farmers aren't convinced. They argue that this tax will cripple them, forcing them to sell off land that has been in their families for generations, land that feeds the nation. A sea of worried faces, farmers fear for their future. Walking among the protesters today, I saw the fear etched on their faces. These are proud, hard-working people who put food on our tables. They're not asking for handouts, just a fair deal. The threat of this inheritance tax hangs over them like a dark cloud. They fear not just for their livelihoods, but for the future of British farming. Many farmers are already struggling to make ends meet. Rising costs, unpredictable weather, and now this. They warn that this tax will lead to a mass exodus from the industry. Less food produced, higher prices in the shops. Is this what the government wants? The future of British farming. The farmers have made their voices heard. The question now is, will anyone listen? Over 148,000 people have signed a petition against this tax. Political heavyweights, from Nigel Farage to the Lib Dems, have voiced their support for the farmers. The government can't ignore them forever. The future of British farming hangs in the balance. This isn't just about inheritance tax. It's about the very food we eat. The government needs to listen to the concerns of our farmers. They need to act now before it's too late. Because when the tractors stop, so does the food supply.